Welcome to our Instagram makeover workshop team call. I'm so excited for tonight. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of action. We are going to make over our Instagrams right now. So I'm going to dive right in. If you did not get a chance to check out the workbook I made for tonight, I'm going to drop the link into the chat of our Zoom call. It's a Google Drive. Okay, so click that link and it's a view only. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a copy, you're going to save it to your Google Drive, and your copy will be editable. So we're going to be using this. And if you are watching the replay, then I'm going to share my screen and tell you where to find this document. Okay, so you're going to go to our Inspire Joy Google Drive. We're going to go to the training folder. We're going to go to the team call resources and slides folder. And then my computer froze. No, there it is. It's in here. There it is. Instagram Makeover Workshop. All right. There's something in my eye. But this is going to be really cool. This is going to be our workbook for tonight. So let's dive in. We're going to cover a lot of ground tonight, and we'll stop at an hour. Hopefully we'll get through everything, but the goal of tonight is to give your Instagram a little bit of a facelift, so that you're presenting yourself as a professional coach, as a business owner. And then the second goal is to get you in an Instagram posting groove. So we're literally going to start figuring out our Instagram content plan. So go ahead and open up your Google Drive. Again, I shared the link. Otherwise, go to our Inspire Joy. Oh, I also put the link in the team call event on Facebook. So save a copy so you can type it. And before we begin, we're going to start off right inside this document with, I'll go ahead and share my screen again. All right, so we're going to start with the prep work. So open up Instagram on your phone, and what we're going to start with is just screenshotting your current Instagram. And this is going to be your Instagram before pic, just so you can see where you're at right now, where you're starting at, how many followers, what your bio looks like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So give that a screenshot. And then another question I want you to ask yourself just in general is, who are you following on Instagram? Make sure you're being very intentional with who you're allowing into your newsfeed and who you're following. Make sure that if you are following other Beachbody coaches, you're doing so with intention. Because here's the thing. I know that it's fun to follow a bunch of other Beachbody coaches, but then all you're doing when you're logging on Instagram is you're scrolling and you're just like stalking other coaches, which is going to lead you to comparisonitis. It's going to lead you to overwhelm, and it's not going to lead you to your ideal clients, right? So the purpose of using Instagram for your business is to expand your network, be social, and connect with like-minded people, and then build relationships so that you can attract them into your business as a challenger or as a coach. And this is why we use our Team Inspire Joy hashtag. So make sure you're using hashtag Team Inspire Joy for all your posts. Because I don't follow even my own coaches. You know, it's like my Instagram feed, my Beachbody Instagram feed is sacred. This is my business. I'm only going to follow people who I'm building a relationship with. And so I use our hashtag to go through and find all of you guys and send you guys love. So be very intentional with who you're following and make sure that it's serving you and not just wasting your time. And so let's now dive into your top 5. And a lot of what I'm teaching tonight is coming straight or not straight, but coming from Jenna Kutcher, who she was a photographer and now she's a social media marketing professional. And she has a course called the Instagram Lab, which is, it's a really good course on Instagram, but I'm going to take what I've learned and implemented from that. I did it a couple years ago and share it with you. And something that I love that I learned from her is this like 5 pillars. And we've talked about this in a previous team call, but when you're looking at your Instagram feed, just look at it right now and do a quick assessment. Like, what do you see when you're looking at your feed? If someone came to your Instagram right now, would they be able to get an overview? Would they be able to see who you are, what you stand for, what you do, what you're passionate about? Are you only posting about fitness? Are you sharing, more personal stuff? Like, can you even tell that you're a coach? And so something about this 5 topics is having 5 themes or pillars of your brand that you're going to post about. And so what we're going to do is start thinking about our posts in terms of like 5 posts a week. And you can do this on the weekends. You can do this for the whole month, but you're going to get in the habit of cycling and rotating through these 5 topics every single week, Monday through Friday. You can post more than that. That's great. But make sure you get at least these 5 posts up. And these are going to give people a more well-rounded view of who you are, what you do, who you serve them, and also your personality and what you're passionate about beyond just being a health and fitness robot, right? And so if you're ever afraid of coming out as a coach or being salesy or people getting the wrong impression because you're a Beachbody coach and, oh my gosh, everyone judges us, well, this is going to protect you from that because you're not just going to be a Beachbody coach. You're going to be you. So this is the first journal prompt we're going to work on. So open up your Google document and brainstorm what are the 5 themes that you're going to post about. For example, mine are like a quote or mindset, a fitness update, which is where I usually do my call to actions, just like a behind the scenes life, and something about our team, like community, and like one more, just something like that I'm reading, or, like a personal, or no, food. That was it. So what are your 5 themes? And I know it could be hard to narrow these down, but just start brainstorming and then see if you're brainstorming a ton, then you can be like, okay, like, do any of these fit into a category that you want to post about? And when you're done, share them in the chat. All right, so Rebecca is our self-care guru, speech language pathology, fitness / specifically weightlifting, behind the scenes / life, and sense of community. Awesome. And then mine, I just typed as an example, quote / mindset / PD takeaway, healthy recipe, personal fitness update / call to action for my challenge group, life behind the scenes, and then our team / community, which can also be a call to action. So you see, like, some of these lend themselves to being really great for having a regular call to action. So you're not just like, talking about join my challenge, every single thing you post. You can be like, okay, like every single Monday, I'm going to post a personal fitness update. And every single Monday, I'm going to, invite people into my challenge group. So you set up a system for yourself. Katie's are fitness, positive mindset / quote, living in Colorado / personal, anxiety / body image, and faith. That's awesome. And then you see, like, within these categories, you can kind of like add your personality. Erin's are plant-based food, transformations, quotes, sneak peek into my life, new state, community, and fitness. Nicole's quote that resonates with season of life, what's going on in my life, holistic wellness, ? Yoga journey, self-love. What's ? About holistic wellness? And what do you mean by holistic wellness? Like products you're using, or food, or crystals and jazz. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, keep sharing. And remember that these can change too. So like, this isn't like, oh my God, it's the end all be all. But just think about like where you're at right now. What do you love to talk about? And how can you kind of fit that into 5 different categories or pillars? This is not meant to be about like curating the perfect grid and I can't mess up my grid, right? We still want to keep it real, but it's just going to give you some structure. So feel free to break your own rules. Feel free to like mess up your structure. This is just going to give you a framework from which to operate to make life easier. Rebecca's going to add in being a broke recent grad and learning to budget. That's awesome because that's going to relate to your target audience. Jane's our fitness / strength / team, behind the curtain / family / love, food / coffee / beer, art / nature / books, inspiration / self-love / healing. I love all those slashes because see, like, she has a lot of things she can post about, but they all go within these, broader pillars. Naomi's are quote / mindset, food, yoga / meditation, behind the scenes / about me and my journey, fashion, and curly girl. / Yeah, it's okay to be a slash. We love slashes. Slashy. That's actually a term I've heard, slashy. It's like if you're multiple things. Like I am a life coach / fitness coach / creative entrepreneur. Whip, whip. Multi-passionate. Okay. So now we're going to actually start. I have this down as curating your grid, AKA just giving yourself a content plan. So what you're going to do right now, if you do not already have some sort of Instagram planning app like Unum or Planoly or whatever plan ones they are, you're going to go to your app store right now. Rebecca loves Planoly. So check out Planoly. Also, I use Unum, UNUM. So that's the one that I recommend because it's one I've been using. I think it's pretty much the exact same as Planoly. I do not remember if you have to pay for Unum, but if you have to pay a couple bucks, it's so worth it. Think of it like hiring a personal assistant. So go download one right now and let me know in the chat once you're done. And I'm going to start sharing my phone. Shane says, being a weirdo, nerd, outcast, and dealing with mental illness is wound into almost all my themes as well. Yeah, and that's cool because that's like, you can have like bigger arcs that are about you winding into your themes. Like for me, talking about like being a creative entrepreneur because that's my audience. Think about your audience and how your themes can you can customize your themes to relate to you. Oops, cancel. Okay. So here's what, can you guys see my phone on the share screen? Okay, cool. So this is Unum, UNUM. This is one I love. And here's what it looks like. So on the pictures with the little Instagram symbol in the bottom right corner, that's what is actually posted on my Instagram. So you sync this up to your Instagram account. And then the ones like above the yogurt bowl without the symbol, these are just random pictures that I have added, and see how you can then move them around to figure out what looks good. And again, it's like you don't have to be perfect, but this is really cool because you can create posts in advance. So I've already started to lay out my grid just to show you guys what this could look like. So you see, like above the yogurt bowl, we go quote is up next, and then team, and then life behind the scenes on my deck, and then like a fitness post, picture of me, and then food. Repeat. Quote, team, life, fitness, food, repeat. And then I kind of like just have random pictures. But the cool thing is you can click on your picture here, and then this bar comes up at the bottom. There's all these things you can do. And one of the most important ones is this little feather symbol. You can actually create your caption, like whatever you want to put. La, 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 done. And then your caption will be saved on this picture. So what I personally like to do is type out captions on my computer. So I usually use my notes app, and then I will copy paste it into Unum. And then when you're ready to post it on Instagram, you go to like this little share, whatever symbol here, that's the second from the left. And it'll say, make sure the live grid is switched to on, because that means the picture on your Unum will automatically go into like what's already posted. And then you just say post to Instagram, or you can save it to your camera roll or do whatever you want. And it'll automatically copy your caption so that you just like the photo will upload to Instagram, you paste your caption, and boom. Another cool thing is you can get statistics. So at the very, very bottom of the page, you'll see like a little graph. And when you click that, you can see how many people liked your posts. You can see your top posts, what gets the most likes, and your best hashtags, what gets the most engagement. And then the cool thing is the best times. So this will show you literally what times people are liking your posts. And so like the bigger circles means that more people are liking and engaging with your post at that time. So you can start to see what time of day is the best time to post your post in order to get the maximum engagement. So for me, it looks like Monday at 1 p.m., Wednesday at 1 p.m., Thursday at 7 a.m., or else in the afternoon. So I'm not super, super anal about this, but you can also use this to leverage your engagement as well, which is super exciting. Rebecca says that Planoly also has a browser version, so you can type everything straight into it. It also has scheduled automatic posting if you have a business account. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if Unum has a desktop version. I usually just write things in my notes anyway. But this is really cool. So we're going to spend a few minutes now on whatever one you downloaded. Start uploading some photos. And then another thing about curating your grid is to choose a consistent filter or a photo editing app to use. And again, there's tons of apps. I personally love A Color Story. I know some people love Snapseed. So if you use an editing app that you love, throw it in the comments in the chat. Pick Tap Go is a good one. But ViscoCam is also good, but pick a photo editing app that you use every single time for all of your photos, just to give your feed a cohesive look. But yeah, go ahead and start uploading some photos and playing around with your grid. Nicole uses Adobe Lightroom. This is also cool because you can do a little photo shoot. Um, and you can do this just like get a little cheap, like a tripod off Amazon and get cute and do your own little set the self timer on your phone and do a little photo shoot to create photos of yourself someplace with natural lighting, or go out on the weekends, go someplace pretty and just like take a lot of photos and start to think about taking photos in terms of creating good content. Then you'll have like a stock of photos to upload. Jane uses PhotoFox, QuickShot, Lightroom, Snapseed. All right, how do you guys feel about using the grid feature on these apps? Jane says if you don't have a good camera, portrait mode is amazing. Yeah, if you have portrait mode on your phone. I have an iPhone 6. I don't know if it has portrait mode. Rebecca says, Jane, what do you use to put the music and cool text on your Insta stories? She uses perfect video or hype type. All right. So this is how to do Instagram like a pro. So we're going to go back to the Google Doc and we're going to do some journaling. So instead of just telling you journal prompts, I typed them out for you. And so we're going to now that you have the images and the graphics down or in progress, let's talk about captions. So obviously you don't have to have like a deep, vulnerable, sharing your heart caption in every single post, but you can kind of mix it up and do like a short caption on one post and then a longer caption on the other post. And when you're writing your captions, just imagine, remember this is social media. Just imagine that you're talking to a friend and what do you want them to know? Something I love doing is brain dumping some content right after my workout, because after you move your body and get the endorphins flowing, that's when you're in a really great creative state. So maybe build in like 10 more minutes so you don't have to like rush off to the shower right away, but make your recover and like type out some posts based on like what's on your heart. This is my morning routine usually, is like I do my personal development in the morning, I do my workout, I drink my recover, and I write because I'm just like all hyped up with a lot of good stuff in my brain. But again, like go back to your pillars, like what topics do you want to talk about? And then also let's spend about 10 minutes and fill out these journal prompts. So how do you want people to feel when they engage with your feed? What are your top values you want to express? Why do you coach? What season of life are you in? What have you overcome? Who do you want to help? What's their biggest pain point or struggle? Who do you need to be in order to be their coach? And what's your vision? And that's just a start. So go ahead and just kind of like brainstorm, just brain dump, stream of consciousness. And these don't actually, like you can turn these journal prompts into posts, or you can just use your energy and kind of like pick out some themes that come up in your answers and use that to create your own voice when you're storytelling with your captions. All right, how you guys doing? Oh, that was so good. I don't know about you, but I just brain dumped and I'm all fired up now. This is another great way to boost your energy if you're ever feeling blah or struggling to do your power hour, or you feel like you have nothing to post, or you have like the self-doubt. Just pick some journal prompts and do it. Like, remind yourself, what's my why? Who do I want to help? What's the impact I want to make? Is there anything you guys want to share? Feel free to unmute yourself. How do you guys want people to feel when they interact with your account? Go ahead and unmute yourself so I'm not the only person talking.
Well, I want them to feel like they found a place they could belong, or they feel excited when they see what I'm doing. They feel like they can relate to me. I think that's always my goal when I'm trying to post.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
I have like one of them feel, sorry, hi from my couch. Like inspired, like a little energetic, a little cozy, like silly, or like there are some things that kind of, make them laugh and want to come back. And the biggest feeling I feel like is that other people could do it too.
Love.
Silliness, but also that sense of belonging that like I always was missing.
Belonging? Sorry, I can't hear you very well. It's very quiet.
Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet because AJ's in the other room. Silliness and belonging.
Yeah.
Because those are my two main what I want to feel things.
Yeah. Silliness and belonging.
Hopeful.
Yeah.
Accepted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, mine is I want to make people to feel encouraged, supported, like they're not alone, motivated, and entertained. But I love adding the whole make them feel like they can do this too. That's like accessible to them. I think that is huge. Yeah. You guys are so amazing. You're such great coaches. All right. Well, let's move on. So now okay, this is really exciting. Okay, so we've done some groundwork, and obviously creating your posts is gonna be an ongoing process. And I know personally, this is something that like creating posts in advance is something that I've been struggling with, just because sometimes it feels like busy work, or I feel like, oh, I'm not in the mood to, or it's like, I wanna post in the moment. But I want you to view this as if you just got a new job being a social media manager for this amazing girls' health and wellness business. Okay, like think about if you hired someone to be your social media manager, like imagine hiring yourself, right? And think of this like a job. Like this is outreach, this is marketing. You're not going to be good at it at first, but you're going to get good with experience. And just like be consistent and persistent and just keep working on this and showing up. So figure out if you want to take some time, maybe on the weekends, like Sunday nights, or, maybe a little bit of time every day in the mornings, but just think about what works for you. If you want to block out all of your posts like for the entire month in advance, if you're going through a crazy season at work, or do you want to do it during the time of the month or the time of the week when you have more energy, or do you want to do a little bit like one post a day? But get in the habit of like creating posts in advance, because then you'll always have something to post, even if life happens or you don't have time, and this is your business. This is like elevating your account from just a random girl who's sharing her health and fitness journey to being an influencer, being a leader, being a coach, being a wellness guru of your own life and for other people, right? And so like elevating yourself so people see you as an influencer and as a coach. So you become someone that they want to follow. And yes, you can do it. You just did it, right? Like, don't feel like, oh, I can't do this. I'm just getting started. No, you just brainstormed everything you're going to do to make yourself an influencer. Now you just got to show up. So another big part of Instagram is your bio, because this is what people see. So we're going to do a little bio audit now, and I'm going to share my screen again. So in the Google document, I just added this right before our call, but I put up some bio examples. And so some of these are top Beachbody coaches. Some of them are non-Beachbody coaches. But I just want you to look at these bios and figure out like what appeals to you and what do you notice. So you can go ahead and like go to your own copy of this, but just scroll through and look at these bios. And I want you to share some takeaways in the chat about like what are some common themes of these bios. What do you like about them? What's eye-catching? What draws you in? So they're very clear and concise. In some way or another, they all have their mission or what they do, or a hint that they are a coach. I need to fix my story highlights. Don't worry, we're going to get to that. Yeah, so let's go through and look at a few of these. So, whoops, scrolling too fast. Here's Danny's from our team, because she's like, I don't know, just like branding comes naturally to her. Use her as inspiration. And here's a little tip. I don't know if you can do this in your Insta stories yet, but in order to get these line breaks, you have to type it out in your notes app and then copy paste it into your Instagram bio. So Danny, personal blog, Hawaii to East Coast, health and fitness, Navy wife, Gryffindor, dog mom, a little woo-woo, balancing between healthy as fuck and I like beer. And then she has a link to her link tree. Boom. I love this because it's clear, it's cute. It tells me what she's into, and it tells me that a little bit about her personality. And so she's going to automatically attract people who are just like her. Here's Becca Robinson, who's one of the Beachbody coaches I really love. She's a really awesome, authentic approach. So becoming #BetterBecca. So that's one tip, is like you can put a hashtag if you have a hashtag. In my health, momming, home, friendships, biz. So those are her pillars that she posts about. She's just laying it out there. Lost 70 pounds and found my passion. Obsessed with helping women step into their power. I love this because it tells me exactly what she posts about. It tells me about her journey, and it tells me what she does. She doesn't say, I'm an online health and fitness coach. She says, I'm obsessed with helping women step into their power. So I'm like, heck yeah. And then here's Jackie. She's not a Beachbody coach, but she's a marketing branding coach. I help entrepreneurs brand and market themselves authentically and organically at Just Boss Co. Let's tell the real stories. So that's her podcast. Apply for the mastermind. Boom. So I love this because she's just clear. She says, hey, this is what I do and who I help. This is how I help them. This is my podcast. This is what you're going to expect from my podcast. And I love having a very clear call to action for her link. So it's not just a random link. It's like, ooh, I'm going to apply. So this is Drew. She's a life coach. Hashtag happily balanced, living in a state of harmony and wholeness. Encourager who loves the small town pace, fall, and farmers markets. So again, tells me about who she is and what her vibe is. Less doing, more living. And then a link to Tribe Letters, which I assume is her newsletter. So it's kind of like draws your eye down to the link. Jen Richardson, another really fun coach, Beachbody coach. Wife and mama, Jesus lover, yoga mermaid, shopaholic, lifestyle coach, elite superstar, founder of Fit Couture Yoga. So that's her other brand. Tampa, Florida. Click me. So she's like, oh, fun, quirky, yoga mermaid. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun. She's a lifestyle coach and elite superstar. Again, I might not know what that means, but it sounds like intriguing and mysterious. She has this brand. And then I love that she puts her location and click me. Okay. I don't know what this link is going to bring me to, but click me is fun. So I love the call to action. Ashley Molstad, this is currently the #1 coach in Beachbody. And I love it because she is not even fit and skinny. She is foodie girl fitness. She just had a baby. She's curvy. And she's literally the #1 coach in Beachbody right now, like ahead of Melanie Mitro. Likes fitness, loves to party, brand new mama, passionate about helping women live a life they love without waiting on the wait. Boom. So that's her mission statement. And I can tell that she's all about having fun, that she's not just going to be a fitness Nazi because she loves to party. She's also a brand new mama. So I love that too. And she has a Linktree link as well. And then Chelsea's, again, like same thing. This is her, make this a little bigger. Coach, fitness, faith, life, self-love, style. Boom. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's her 5 pillars that she's going to post about. New York to Lake Norman, North Carolina. It tells me where she's at. Sharing my heart and progress. Lost 50 pounds and found my calling. Email, let's talk. Link to her email down here. Clear call to action. And then Ashley Smith, who's another top 10 coach I really love. Wifey and mama of 2, saved by grace, teacher turned mompreneur, finding myself through fitness, coffee lover, let's chat and be friends. Boom. So she seems like, oh, let's chat and be friends. Oh, cool. So see, like, she's all like, oh, I want to be your friend. 2 other moms who want to be mompreneurs who love coffee. And that's like, oh, a fun vibe. Whereas like Becca is like obsessed with helping women step into their power. So see, there's like different vibes and you get to choose like, what's the vibe you want? Do you want like a fun party vibe or do you want a powerful, empowering vibe? But all of these people, do you notice they all have a link? They all have a call to action. And so here's the 3 components of your bio. You've got your bio picture, which makes sure that it's a clear headshot picture of you. And share a little bit about you in the comments or in the bio. So it's like the picture, then the actual bio, and then the link. And so be strategic because this is the only link that we're allowed to post in our Instagram bio. So here's the bio checklist. Do you need to update your picture? First of all, if you were at Summit, you got professional headshots. Add one into your picture, make sure, or at least make sure it's like a clear, well-lit, pretty selfie. Ask yourself, where do you want people to go? Add a link. So I love this website called Linktree because it's a link to multiple links. So I'll show you what it looks like. So here's my link tree for my personal page, Anna Maria Locke. So over here on the right, this is what it looks like. If you click my Instagram link, it'll look like this. So it gives people options to go to my latest blog post, subscribe to a weekly newsletter, email me, or go to my Etsy shop. And then you can like add a bunch of new buttons and links here. So this is cool. You can like give them the application to your challenge group, the application to your coaching, your blog post, link to your Facebook group, whatever you want. So right now I want you to go to your bio, and here's some prompts to help you. So write your bio in notes, copy paste it from your notes to create line breaks in your Instagram. And it is limited. The characters are limited, so you have to be strategic in what you want to share. And think about what you want to share. Who do you help? What do you stand for? Anything about your personality, your location. And then make a link and do a call to action. So you can also link to a Google form. You can link to your Facebook community. You can link to your link tree. I prefer link tree, so go ahead and set up a link tree if you don't have one yet. Here's the thing with, you can link it to your Facebook group, but what I've noticed is that that's not the best idea because it will open Facebook inside like Instagram. And so it'll like force people to log into their Facebook account instead of just automatically going to your Facebook group. So it's a little tough. So that's why I love doing the link tree. So go ahead and update your bio and then share your new bio, copy paste it into the chat. And remember, this is a rough draft. You can change it as often as you want. I have a whole note section on my phone. Actually, let me share you. I'm gonna have to pee really bad. But I'll show you my evolution of my IG bio. So I started this years ago. So on the share screen, it's up here. So here's all my different versions. Okay, hey OG coaches, remember these days when we were all in these like really dumb, like cute fonts? This is like the MySpace days. Okay. So here's my bio from 4 years ago when I was 27 years old. I'm 31 now. So I said like Chicago, wellness, lifestyle coach, joy seeker, create an inspired life, eat clean, chase joy, Etsy shop, because that was my link. It's my link to my Etsy shop. Sharing what brings me joy, food, fitness, creativity, inspiration. And then the evolution kept evolving. Find your passions, chase your dreams. Sharing my joy, inspiring you, food, fitness, creativity. Find your passion, chase your dreams, create your best life. See, it's like slowly evolving. Ooh, here's one. It's starting to get better. Food, fitness, balance, self-love, life and wellness coach, keeping it real in Chicago. Periscope, member Periscope. Anna Maria Locke. My email, and then join my healthy comfort food recipe group link below. Daily snapshots of an introverted entrepreneur obsessed with health, creativity, and self-expression. Right? I help women ditch perfectionism and create happy, healthy, fun lives and businesses. Cool. So see how these are evolving? I help high vibe women create an inspired life through health and fitness. Founder of hashtag Team Inspired Joy, real over perfection, personal account, Anna Maria Locke. I help creative women thrive and play bigger via fitness, self-care, and community. Hashtag Team Inspired Joy. Ready to feel at home in your body? And now mine is wellness, self-care, and community for creative women. Cycle awareness and femme energy, Chicago. Hashtag Team Inspired Joy. My life coaching account, Anna Maria Locke. And I'm going to update mine again because I think it can still be better. No one had a call to action. So update your bio, put it in the chat, and I'll be right back. Take a pee break if you need. All right, awesome. Yeah, you guys have awesome bios. I love them. Super cute. All right, we only have a few minutes left. Time flies when you're having fun. But update your bio. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to finish all of this tonight, but I'm going to give you the overview so you can do it on your own. Collections. So using collections, this is kind of like saving your posts. So I'm going to share my phone again. And again, I've shared this on previous team calls, but I'll just show you. So I love making collections. A collection is kind of like a Pinterest board of saved posts within Instagram. So you go to your page and then you'll see right underneath all my highlights on that bar of symbols on the right, far right, is the little like note tab or like ribbon. So you click that and boom, here's all your saved posts. And then you can also see all of your collections. So to save a post, when you're scrolling your newsfeed, you just like click that ribbon icon and you can save it to a collection. Only you can see what you've saved. So I've created collections for my ideal coach. So these are all women that I really love, who I think would make great coaches. Good coach call to actions. Whenever I do see another Beachbody coach who had a really good call to action, I'll save that so I can go back and like, look at it. I have, Chicago people to network with, vision board, photo shoot inspo, influencers to network with, brands, to be mindset, quotes, recipes to try. So this is cool because whenever I'm doing my power hour, I'll go to my ICA. So these are women I want to work with. And I'll just go through and randomly like click on them, go back to their main page, and then go through and like and comment on all their posts. And so this is like, instead of just scrolling through my newsfeed and letting the algorithm determine who I engage with, I am proactive in engaging with the people that I actually want to talk to. So that's just a tip about using collections that I really love. So back to our Google document. So what collections are you going to make? Like what would serve you? Like Challenger, Dream Coaches, cool. And then story highlights. Instagram story highlights are very important because it'll save your stories right to your front page. So I have highlights for what I do, pep talks. I've started doing highlights for Lift 4. So all my Lift 4 highlights go in a story, or stories go in a highlight. I did a day in the life. So one day I did an Instagram stories day in the life where I literally just documented my entire day as a coach, and I made a highlight of that. And I made a highlight for my trying to conceive journey to connect with women like that. You can also do IGTV these days, which is like a YouTube channel inside your Instagram. What you do is you have to film up to a 10-minute video and then you upload it to IGTV. So it's another great way to create content. And I actually have a tutorial that I linked inside the Google Doc on how to make cute Instagram story covers using Canva. So you can do that too. And I'll show you how. So you can watch that later. And then finally, hashtags. So hashtags are super important. And every once in a while, spend a few minutes doing some research on niche accounts or like big accounts that you really love and figure out what hashtags they're using. And also there's an app called Hashtags. That's the app that will show you, like you type in one hashtag and they'll automatically create this whole clump of like 30 other related hashtags that you can just copy paste. So that's really cool too as well. And then what I personally do, you can either create a text shortcut on your phone, or you can create lists of hashtags in your notes app of your phone. for different types of posts, like your fitness hashtags or your food hashtags, and copy paste them into your posts. And then finally, I have on the doc Zorro Circle, your following and engagement. What do I mean by this? I mean Zorro Circle, like in the Happiness Advantage. This is my favorite chapter. The Zorro Circle means like controlling what you can reach from inside the circle that you're standing in right now. So instead of feeling completely overwhelmed by like, oh my God, how do I go from zero, from like 50 followers to being an Instagram influencer? Well, you start from where you're at and you master what is in your reach right now. So I have an example of a Instagram power pocket that you can work into your day by spending 5 minutes engaging with people who are following you and liking your posts, then spending 5 minutes engaging with people in your niche or your ICAs or these bigger accounts or your hashtag people who use hashtags, and then spend 5 minutes engaging with your Instagram story viewers. You know, you can see who's watching your stories and just send them a message that says, hey girl, just want to say thanks for always, you know, being there to watch my stories. What can I share more of? Or what would you love to see more of? You know, just like ask them what's helpful and start a conversation and get to know them. And then freaking log off. Stop scrolling, stop wasting your time, be intentional. 15 minutes a day, see what happens. And boom. And that's our Instagram workshop. Does anyone have anything else to add or any questions? I can't wait to see everyone's accounts. Remember to hashtag Team Inspired Joy so we can follow each other. Make sure to take action on everything you've learned. Share any takeaways in our Facebook group. And have an awesome night. I'll see you guys later.